Good evening and welcome once again to the Sullivan Center on the campus of the University of St. Francis in Joliet, Illinois. Terry Bonadonna with you for tonight's matchup between the Fighting Saints of St. Francis and the visiting Trinity Christian College Trolls. St. Francis comes into today's matchup having won 8 consecutive games. So they're trying to make it 9 in a row against a team that's hungry to win back-to-back contests. Trinity snapped a 6-game skid over the weekend. They beat Governor State on a last-second bucket, a real thriller against Governor State. So they're riding that momentum into this game. We are underway. It is St. Francis winning the opening tip. They go from right to left in this first half, wearing gold. Trinity in blue going from left to right. We'll go through the starters in just a moment as Joffrey Nunnally is freed up for 3 and hits. A good start for the Fighting Saints as Nunnally gives them a 3-0 advantage. St. Francis comes into today's game with an overall record of 15-2. They sit alone atop the CCAC, 9 wins, 1 loss, and Trinity turns it over. Looking for Ognan Petkovic on the cut. Pass was a little bit overthrown by Chris Cross, and St. Francis takes possession off the turnover. Along with Cross and Petkovic, it's Tylen Harris, Danny Staskunas, and Garrett Green who make up the starting 5 for David Osborne's Trinity Christian Trolls. Aitor Anabadarte backs in on Cross. Turnaround is good. Anabadarte has his first points. He's joined in the lineup by Merrick Small, Joffrey Nunnally, Delshawn Sims, and Ramel Davis. Anabadarte's got a block, and he comes up with a loose ball. Good start for Anabadarte. 2 points on one end, a block on the other. Now he's got the ball in his hands. Anabadarte bounces once and gives it up to Delshawn Sims. Here's Merrick Small, top of the key, handoff to Sims. Nunnally tries for his second 3. It's perfect. 2 for 2 from the outside. Nunnally's got 6 points. He's a 49% three-point shooter for the season. And that's coming into today. He's up over 50 now. Trinity nearly turned it over again, but it's saved by Garrett Green. Possession continues, 11 on the shot clock. Inside for Green, off his fingertips, and taken away by Sims. Ahead for Nunnally, the layup is good. Joffrey Nunnally's already got 8 points, and St. Francis has a 10-0 lead just 2 minutes into the game. Here's Garrett Green. Green works against Merrick Small. Green fighting hard for positioning down low, gives it up to Ognan Petkovic. Cross at the top of the key, under 10 to shoot. Cross steps back, fires a 3 and misses it. Rebound Merrick Small. Dominant start for St. Francis. We'll see if they can keep it rolling. They've scored on every possession so far. Merrick Small lays it up and in. Timeout called by Trinity Christian. David Osborne has seen about all he can take over the first 2.5 minutes of this one. 7th. Long way to go in this game, but they're off to a good start in the quest for number 9. Cross passes to his left. It's Tylen Harris. Staskunas into the corner for Petkovic. Trinity using up a lot of clock on most of these possessions as Staskunas fires a 3 and misses. That was the best look they've had in the game, though. Didn't get the result that they wanted. St. Francis has not missed. They're 5 of 5 from the field. I'm sure that was a jinx, so expect this to be a miss, whatever shot they come up with on this possession. Ramel Davis looking inside, finds Anabadarte. Aitor misses. Rebound Merrick Small, he misses as well. I knew I had jinxed him. I didn't know I jinxed him for 2 misses in a row. Still a 12-0 lead, though, for St. Francis as Green picks up his dribble. Down to the corner for Cross. Cross works the baseline. Falling out of bounds, he's able to get it away to Green, and Garrett Green misses a 3. Rebound Sims. Merrick Small gives it up to Ramel Davis. Davis drives, working against Green, fighting for positioning, blocked by Green. Well defended the whole way by Garrett Green. Davis still looking for his first points of the game. as are the Trolls. Miss from Tylen Harris, but the rebound is tipped out to Green, and a fresh start for Trinity. Chris Cross drives high off the glass and in. Took them a little over 4 minutes, but the Trolls are on the board. They trail by 10. St. Francis made their first 5 shots. They've missed their last 3. We'll see if they can get going again on this possession. Nunnally pulls up, kicks out to Davis. Anabarte bounces to Small. Small corrals it and lays it in. With the shot clock running down, the Saints are able to get a good shot out of Merrick Small. He's got 4 points. 2 for Anabarte. Joffrey Nunnally leads the way with 8 already. Chris Cross has all 5 for Trinity. He drops down a 3 to make it a 14-5 score. Trinity's not going to be afraid of a deficit, that's for sure. They overcame a 17-point halftime deficit on Saturday to beat Governor State. Aitor Anabarte throws it out of bounds. It's an errant toss. I don't know if Nunnally would have pulled that one in if he were 8 feet tall. Transfer from Southern Illinois. Trinity ball coming out of the timeout. Both teams have made a move to their bench. This is Tylen Harris driving, kicking out to Cross. Jacob Spalding is in along with Johnny Deek for Trinity. Donovan Sales is also on the floor. Step back 3 misses from Harris. Sims comes away with the rebound. Ben Fatz is in for St. Francis. So is Sheer Moriarty, who lobs it into Fatz here. Back to Moriarty, drives the baseline, kicks it back out. And Ben Fatz is going to be called for a travel here. Tough possession for the Fighting Saints, well defended by Trinity. Moriarty and Fatz went back and forth to each other, and it's a tough position to catch that ball in for Ben Fatz, and he never really gathered his footing. Johnny Deek gives it up to Tylen Harris. And now they find Cross with 10 to shoot. Cross drives to his left, pull up, jumper, well short. Rebounded by Moriarty. Aitor Anabarte throws it up to Ben Fatz. Back to Aitor. Looking inside once again. It was covered up though. Moriarty has it poked away, gets it right back. Ben Fatz at the high post. Moriarty, 3-pointer, no. Rebound grabbed by Donovan Sales. Not a whole lot of momentum on that possession for St. Francis. Trinity has stepped up their defense. Donovan Sales inside, blocked by Sheer Moriarty. The Saints are playing pretty good D themselves. Sims is on the move. Here's Aitor Anabarte. The pass a little bit behind him, so he has to slow things down. Lobbed in for Anabarte, who is held. And 7 minutes and 8 seconds into the game, we've got our first foul called today. That goes on Donovan Sales. Garrett Green checks back in for Chris Cross. Aitor Anabarte is back in. Connor Casper sits. Anabarte coming off of a good game. And a double-double in the win against St. Ambrose. Nigo over to Richardson. Hand off to Nigo. Deep 3-pointer is good. Nick Nigo played his high school ball with Garrett Green of Trinity Christian. Knocks down his first field goal attempt of the game. 10-point lead again for St. Francis. Harris steps back behind the 3-point line and knocks down a 3. First points of the game for Trinity that don't belong to Chris Cross. A 3-pointer for Tylen Harris makes it 20-13. Richardson, offensive foul called away from the ball. That is on Aitor Anabarte. 9:14 to play in the first half. St. Francis 20, Trinity Christian 13. Back in just a moment. Pull away, not early. There's time for this game to still go a lot of different directions. Trolls basketball coming out of the timeout, though. Cross guarded by Anabadarte. Fires to Green in the paint. Garrett Green's jumper misses. Rebound grab by Anabadarte. Davis around a screen. Gets it down low to Ben Fatz. Pass to Sean Richardson. A good pass from Fatz, but Trinity's defense prevented the shot. 8 to shoot. Nigo fighting for position, loses the ball, steps on the baseline, and that's a turnover. Back-to-back turnovers committed by St. Francis. They've had 6 of them here in the first half. Petkovic on the wing, guarded by Davis. Cross lobs it back to Staskunas. Trinity takes their time on offense. Trying to find a good shot here. Staskunas fires a 3 and misses. Rebound Merrick Small. Trying to thread the needle. Davis was looking for Anabadarte, and Anabadarte is called for the offensive foul. It's his second foul of the game. They've both come on offense. The only 2 fouls of the half to be committed by the Fighting Saints. And that's 3 straight turnovers. Davis was trying to get the pass between a pair of defenders. Anabadarte went after the pass, and he bowled over one of those defenders. Called for the charge. Offensive foul on the Trolls. That's on Staskunas for an illegal screen. So the Saints have turned it over a couple of times now on offensive fouls, and the Trolls do the same thing. Turnover palooza the last few minutes. Neither team has scored since around the 10-minute mark. Aitor Anabadarte finds Merrick Small over to Richardson. Back up top, Small. 10 seconds to shoot. Anabadarte holds it on the wing to the cutting Merrick Small. Small under the basket, reverse layup is good. Merrick Small is a perfect 3 for 3. He's got 6 points. Staskunas to Cross. Davis falls down, leaving Cross wide open for 3, and he missed it badly. St. Francis on the run. It's Nigo in the corner, looking in the post for Small, finally has him, well defended by Johnny Deek. Small forces it up and misses. Rebound tipped in the hands of Deek. Layup is good for Tylen Harris. Nice drive by Harris. Coming off of a big game on Saturday. He had a big one the last time these 2 teams met as well. Scored 24 points. Davis to Small. Half the shot clock gone as Small loses it out of bounds. Another turnover committed by St. Francis. They've shot the ball well in the first half, but a few too many turnovers. With 6:17 remaining in the first half, St. Francis has a 7-point lead. They won the tip, scored on their opening possession, and have led ever since. But Trinity has slowed the pace of the game down. And they've kept it relatively close. 3-pointer from the corner, misses from Garrett Green. And the rebound is grabbed by Anabadarte just before falling out of bounds. Nice footwork by Aitor Anabadarte. Maybe he's taken up ballet in the offseason. Nice layup there from Anabadarte. He's got 4. The lead is 9. Cross in the paint, step back, off the glass and in. Tough shot, but Chris Cross pays it off, and he's got 12 points already tonight. Arte guarded tightly by Cross, gives it up to Delshawn Sims. Handoff to Nunnally. Joffrey Nunnally's got 8 points already. He was held on that cut. Tylen Harris called for the grab. And it's the 6th foul on Trinity Christian, so they've hit their limit for the half. 5:03 to play in the first half. Inbounded to Arte, who gives it quickly to Sims. Delshawn Sims works into the paint, gives it up behind the three-point line. Ramel Davis misses the 3. Arte fighting for the rebound, but it's ripped out of his hands by Deke. Jacob Spalding gives it to Tylen Harris. Trinity can pull to within 4 or 5 on this possession. Green is fouled on the floor by Merrick Small. 4:34 to go, first half. St. Francis 24, Trinity Christian 17. From Jacob Spalding, Chris Cross and Tylen Harris were the only 2 players who scored for Trinity Christian. So they're obviously going to need a little bit more of a widespread contribution in the second half if they want to have any chance at coming from behind in this game the way they did on Saturday. Again, they were down by 17 in the second half on Saturday. They won that game. So don't count them out of this one just yet. And granted, St. Francis might be a little tougher opponent than Governor State. Saints sit all alone in first place in the CCAC. They're looking to keep it that way with a win today. Garrett Green misses down low. First possession of the half for St. Francis. And they turn it over on a travel. Aitor Arte has now turned the ball over 4 times in this game. 2 of them were on offensive fouls. Speaking of offensive fouls, that's a push-off from Danny Staskunas.
Trinity Christian foul number 2, Danny Staskunas, his second, team's first of the second half.
Second foul on Staskunas. St. Francis gets the ball back. So no harm done. Turnovers from both teams. Delshawn Sims kicks it out to Nunnally. Saints reset at the top with Ramel Davis. Merrick Small looking for the handoff to Sims. Couldn't get it to him. 6 on the shot clock for Davis. Davis was trying to find Small, and Small couldn't reel it in. It looked like Merrick Small thought that pass was going to somebody behind him. Pulled his hands back. Staskunas is fouled shooting the three-pointer. Foul called on Ramel Davis. He sends Staskunas to the line for 3.
Danny Staskunas at the line for 3.
Staskunas has not scored yet today. Again, only Cross and Harris did in the first half, aside from 2 free throws from Jacob Spalding. So regardless of what happens on this trip to the line, still no other Trolls will have made a field goal outside of those 2 guys. Staskunas makes the second, 1 more coming. 78% foul shooter. Trying to go 2 for 3. And he does. 38-24. And now 38-25. Our first 2 points of the second half. Nunnally gives it to Sims, top of the key. Over to Arte at the free throw line. Bounce down low. Merrick Small lays it in. Small's got 8. Garrett Green working down low. Kicks it out to Harris. Tylen Harris bounces back to Green. Three-pointer, no good. And the rebound is deflected back out to Tylen Harris. Another chance for Trinity Christian. Cross from the baseline, misses the jumper. Small gets the rebound. Small hands off to Sims. Joffrey Nunnally along the baseline. Tough layup, no good. Rebound grab by Chris Cross. Ahead for Harris. Cross outside. Bounces into Green. Green backs in. Now he turns to face the basket. Working against Merrick Small. Passes to Steskunas. Here's Cross around a good screen. Chris Cross, good body control to let Ramel Davis blow by. And he lays it in for his first 2 points of the second half. Beautiful screen from Steskunas to set that one up. And then Cross did the rest. Davis to Anabararte. Aitor Anabararte hands it off to Ramel Davis with 10 on the shot clock. Anabararte is tripped by Chris Cross, and that'll reset that shot clock to 20.
Trinity Christian foul number 21, Chris Cross, his first, team second.
Sims set to inbound. First foul on Chris Cross, by the way. Lobbed for Merrick Small, nearly lost out of bounds. Small saves it to Delshawn Sims. Sims bounces back to Small, layup, no good. Rebound deflected over to Cross. Good play by Tylen Harris. Trinity hanging in this game. Saints have scored just 2 points so far this half as Cross misses on the three. Inside for Small, and Small lays it in. Lets Steskunas blow by him. And Small's in double figures now, the second Saint to reach that plateau. He's got 10. Nunnally leads the team with 11. Garrett Green misses the three. Tough night for Garrett Green. He's 0 for 5 shooting. He had a big game on Saturday as Aitor Anabararte turns it over again. Poor court awareness that time from Anabararte. Pass came to him, he was standing out of bounds. Green is the guy who hit the game winner just before the buzzer against Governor State on Saturday. He checks out of the game here. Johnny Deek and Jacob Spaulding return to the floor. Tylen Harris splits the defenders, gets inside and lays it in. Pretty drive from Tylen Harris. 9 points for him. Harris, the junior transfer from Glen Oaks Community College. Nearly comes up with a steal here. Harris and Cross continue to play well for Trinity, but if they want to make a run in this game, they're going to need a contribution from somebody else. Haven't gotten it yet. 24 minutes into the game. Those are the only two guys who have made a field goal. Sims gets the screen, passes back to Davis, into Anabararte. Aitor Anabararte shovels it off to Merrick Small, and Small finishes at the rim. Running out quickly the other way. It's Petkovic. Offensive foul called on Ogden Petkovic.
Trinity Christian foul number 4, Ogden Petkovic, his first.
It's the third foul this half on Trinity. The lead is 15 for St. Francis. This was the halftime deficit for Trinity. It was 38-23. Each team has scored 6. Lobbed inside for Anabararte, went up high to catch it. And he puts it right back up and in. Anabarte's third bucket today. Drive from Cross, he's fouled, and he connects on the shot.
Chris Cross, and 1.
So Chris Cross will be going to the free throw line after a timeout. 14:51 to play in the second half. And what else is going to make it difficult is that St. Francis is shooting close to 60%. Trolls are going to have to slow him down. Cross makes the free throw. It's a three-point play. He's got 19 to lead everybody. Ben Fatz back on the floor for St. Francis. He's working against Donovan Sales in the post right now. Anabadarte at the free throw line, guarded by Johnny Deek. Anabadarte, nice fake, doesn't finish. Tries to grab his own rebound, and he's fouled by Sales. Fourth foul of the half on Trinity. Number 3 on Sales. Picked up 3 fouls in only 4 minutes played. Delshawn Sims is the inbounder. Lobbed in for Ben Fatz. Sims for 3, good. Delshawn Sims has been selective with his shots today. He's only got 2 attempts, but he's hit them both. They've both been from three-point range. Chris Cross has been less selective. He's just the guy right now for Trinity. He'll take a shot on every possession if he can find one. A lot of them are going down for him. He's got 20 points. Sims bounces to Nunnally. Ramel Davis down the lane, lays it up and misses. And he's called for the loose ball foul. Quiet day for Ramel Davis. He came into play today leading the Saints in scoring, averaging 13.8 points per game. Today, Davis has not scored. He's 0 for 4 from the field. That's a surprising number, too, because he's a very high percentage shooter, 55% this season. 4 out of St. Francis's 5 starters shoot better than 50%. Chris Cross scores again. Cross is a tough man to stop right now. 23 points for him. Sims around a screen from the corner, bounces to the cutting Ben Fatz. Fatz is stripped. Nice block by Johnny Deek. Trolls down 13, trying to cut it to 10 or 11 on this possession. Cross working around the perimeter, drives, and he's blocked by Anabadarte. Well, Chris Cross has been doing it pretty much by himself tonight, but in that possession, it looked like he was trying to do it all alone. Didn't look to pass there. And Saints have reached a point defensively where they can zero in on him because he's the guy taking all the shots for Trinity. Anabadarte was lying in wait. I don't know if they were going for the alley-oop there or just an inside feed, but either way, the pass was well defended. And a nice job by Moriarty just to knock it off of the Troll out of bounds to keep possession. Cross is back in the game after that short rest. Aitor Anabadarte back in for the Saints, and he's going to the free throw line. You can tell if it's a starter or a reserve in the game based on whether or not they're wearing a headband. That's my key. All 5 starters came out wearing the white headbands today. Two free throws for Anabadarte. First one misses. Aitor Anabadarte has 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists today. There's his 7th point, 54-43. Cross turns to face the basket, steps back behind the line and misses the 3. Rebound Nick Nigo. Sean Richardson gets the screen. Richardson drives, kicks, pass deflected, loose ball, scooped up by Staskunas. Danny Staskunas finds Garrett Green. Green still looking for his first points today. Gets the ball back. and loses it. Staskunis is there to scoop it up. Harris steps back for three. Good. 12 for Tylen Harris. And it's just an 8-point lead for St. Francis. They were up by 12 just a few minutes into the game. They opened on a 12-0 run. Aitor Anabadarte drives. He's fouled. Can't finish, but he'll go to the line for two. They were up 12-0 right off the bat. Trinity's done a great job since that point of not letting it slip away from them. Saints here in the second half have been up by as many as 17 points. Anabadarte's first of two free throws is good.
Checking in for the Fighting Saints, number 45, Merrick Small, and number 0, Rondell Davis.
Davis and Small return to the floor for St. Francis. Moriarty and Fats go back to the bench. And Anabadarte makes the second free throw. The lead is back to 10. Here's Green, driving on Small. Green scores and a foul. First points of the game for Garrett Green, and he's got a chance to make it a three-point play. Green is a 16-point per game scorer, albeit in limited action, but since entering the lineup, he's been very productive for Trinity. He misses the free throw. So today's been kind of an aberration. He missed his first 6 shots before finally putting that last one in. Migo up top to Small. Merrick Small gives to Sean Richardson. Bounce down low to Small. Small backs in on Green, shoots with the left hand, comes up short. Green outside. Takes it in, lowers his shoulder and picks up his dribble. Good defense by Small. Here's Tylen Harris. Back to Green. Chris Cross hasn't had a touch on this possession. Green underneath the basket, tough angle, but he finishes anyway. Garrett Green's got the last 4 points. And this game is as tight as it's been since it was 6-0. It was a 5-point game briefly in the first half, a little bit later. But now just a 6-point game as Ramel Davis layup misses on a foul call. It was never 6-0, by the way. From 5 to 8. Trinity did come back at one point and cut it down to 5. So this is not as close as they've been all day, but it's in the vicinity. Ramel Davis has not scored today. Saints leader in that category on the season, but he's got a chance to rectify it from the line. There, he's on the board. And the lead is up to 7. Starters back on the floor for the Saints. Nunnally and Sims, the last 2 to return. Second free throw is good. It's an 8-point lead for St. Francis with 6.5 minutes to go. Let's see how much the Trolls focus on getting the ball to Cross in this possession. He's got it right now. Passes inside to Green. Green, fade away, no. Short, and the rebound goes to Joffrey Nunnally. Merrick Small holds it at the top of the key. Looking for Anabadarte. He bounces out to him near the sideline. Whipped across court to Sims. Open shot, Nunnally. Missed it this time. And the rebound goes to the Trolls. Trinity can make it a 2-possession game again. Harris gives it to Petkovic. Petkovic drives in the lane, floats it, misses. Rebound goes to Davis. Now the Saints are on the run. It's Sims into the corner for Nunnally, who slows it down. In the post, Merrick Small, one-on-one with Green. Small turns to his left and scores. 14 points for Merrick Small. He is the Fighting Saints leader. Tylen Harris, step back, gives it up to Cross. Harris drives on Anabadarte, pulls up and drags his back foot. Traveling call. 5:06 on the clock. That's a big turnover. Trinity had some momentum. The two teams went back and forth a little bit. And after cutting the deficit to 6, it's up to 10. And that was a big opportunity for them to pull it back down to single digits. We're getting late enough in the game that a couple more baskets from the Saints will feel like they're starting to creep away. Not leave enough time for Trinity Christian to make their run. In for Anabadarte, Deke knocks it out of bounds. 4:49 on the clock. It'll still be St. Francis ball, but first we're going to have a timeout here. Aitor Anabadarte and Ramel Davis have both knocked down some foul shots in the last couple of minutes. So even though St. Francis is really struggling from the field, they still lead the game by 10. Delshawn Sims has it back at the half-court logo. Small's pass deflected. Deep three for Delshawn Sims with the shot clock running out. Misses. And it's knocked out of bounds by St. Francis. Desperation shot from Sims. It's his first miss of the day. But with the shot clock at 2, he had to get it up. And Trinity gets the stop. Danny Staskunas gives it up to Johnny Deke. Now Harris, deep three-point attempt. Rims out, rebounded by Davis. Joffrey Nunnally pulls up at the top of the circle. Gives it up to the outside. Here's Merrick Small down low. One-on-one with Petkovic. Small dishes to Anabadarte. Crosses over and scores with the reverse. Aitor Anabadarte in double figures now with 11 points. The lead is up to 12. Cross, pull-up jumper, yes. It has been a long time since Chris Cross has gotten a shot off. St. Francis's defense has done a good job with him lately. But he's still hot when he does shoot. 30 points for Cross today. At one point, he had all but 13 of Trinity's points. He had 26 of their first 39. Anabadarte backs Petkovic down. Staskunas comes in to help, and Anabadarte gets it out to Nunnally. 3 on the shot clock. Anabadarte for 3, yes. Big 3 from Aitor Anabadarte. Just the second made three-pointer this half for the Saints. It comes with the shot clock expiring and gives St. Francis a 13-point lead. That is a huge shot. Staskunas to Cross from the free throw line. Cross drills another 2. And a timeout is called by Trinity Christian. 2:59 to play. It's just a very deep team. They've had different heroes, different nights this season. And now they're trying to find one right here to ice this game away. Joffrey Nunnally looks down low for Ben Fatz. Fatz posting up on Green. Takes a step inside and draws the foul. Ben Fatz is on his way to the free throw line, trying to add to an 11-point lead with 2:37 to play. First free throw from Fatz is good. He's got 3 points in the game. Fatz is 70% from the line this year. He makes them both. 67-54. The Saints have created Some more separation again. Their biggest lead has been 17. It was 15 at halftime. Trinity has gotten as close to 6 points down in this second half. But it's been all St. Francis ever since. This cross is blocked by Fats. Here come the Saints. Nunnally puts it behind his back, bounces it ahead for Davis, and Davis finishes at the rim. Very quickly on the other side, Garrett Green is blocked. Loose ball picked up by Davis. Davis is running again. Defense is out in front of the play. Kicked out to Nunnally in the corner. Three-pointer, no. But a 15-point lead for the Saints with under 2 minutes to play. Staskunas walks into a three-pointer and misses. Rebound goes out of bounds. That might do it. That last stop for St. Francis probably drains any hope that Trinity Christian still had in this one. Saints, you would imagine, will try to leak as much of the shot clock as they can here. Just try to wrap this game up cleanly. Nunnally gives it to Anabadarte, around to the left side, Delshawn Sims. Nunnally for three, no. Rebound deflected out of bounds, and Harris was the last one to touch it for Trinity Christian. So the Saints will get it back with 20 on the shot clock. 1:29 to play in the game. Inbounded to Davis. Davis drives, pulls up, shot, misses. Rebound to Johnny Deek. Long three for Staskunas is off the side of the rim. Garrett Green fights for the rebound, puts it back up. No good, but a foul. 73 seconds remaining. And Green will try to get a couple of points from the line.
His second, team sixth. Garrett Green, the line for two.
Tough night for Green. He's got just 2 points. He can add to the total here, though, as he makes the first free throw. He's 1 of 2 from the line today. Trinity, as a team, is 10 for 12 shooting free throws. He makes them both this time. 69-56, they put on the full court press. Saints are able to get it in cleanly. Got about 5 seconds to get it across half courts, and they do it with 2 seconds to spare. So again, they'll run a little clock here. Ben Fats, high post, surveys and finds Nunnally. 8 to shoot. Delshawn Sims steps inside the three-point arc. 2-point jumper misses. Rebound grab by Deek. 13-point game, under a minute to play. Spalding bounces ahead. It's kicked by Joffrey Nunnally.
Kicked ball. It stays with TCC.
Trinity will inbound from the baseline.
Checking in for the Trolls, number 21, Chris Cross.
They bring Cross back onto the floor. 32 points today for Chris Cross. But for as well as he played, it just hasn't been enough for Trinity. Lobbed in for Garrett Green. Cross fakes, steps back, three-pointer, banks it in. He's got 35. Aitor Anabadarte may have gotten away with a foul there as well. So now a 10-point game, 27 seconds left. Nunnally is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. This one figured to be over about a minute ago, game time. But the Saints missed a couple of shots in a row. Trinity scored on back-to-back possessions. And so they'll try to extend the game now. Not only a good free throw shooter, doesn't get to the line all that much. Typically, it's a spot-up guy. His 13th attempt of the season is good. Not only had a great first half, he hasn't done much since the first few minutes offensively, but he really set the tone, knocking down a few three-pointers. He's got 12 points now for the game. Give him 13.
Checking in for the Fighting Saints.
71-59. Harris doesn't pick it up till it crosses half court, and he travels. So he waited until it crossed the timeline to scoop it up and then immediately took a little hop. 22.5 on the clock. We'll see if Trinity still wants to play the fouling game. If not, the Saints can just wrap it up right here. It looks like that's what's going to happen. Trinity backs up the defense, and 71-59 is going to be our final score in today's game. St. Francis jumped out to a 12-0 lead over the first 3.5 minutes. And that ends up being the final tally as well, 12 points. Trinity played them even if you take away those first few minutes, but St. Francis' start was enough to walk away with their 9th consecutive victory. They improved to 16-2 on the season.